Gotta
Don't blame it on the Bucha, man.
Gotta be accountable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my fault at the end of the day. Fuck. Sorry, Booch.
It's your body. It's
how I'm reacting. Maybe vinegar isn't for me, so that's okay. Anyways, welcome back to The Bottom Line. My name is Hector, and I'm joined by Ian, Joe, and today we're actually missing Raz. He's away doing pastor things. He's teaching the people the ways of Pastor Raz and Dr. Raz too. He's not a doctor though.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just me and you, bro.
Yeah. It is just me and you. That's funny how you say that he's going to. What is it? He's going on a
retreat.
Yeah, he's going on
He's teaching the folk the ways.
Yeah, that's such pastor ass things.
Mm-hmm.
That's typical pastor ass things.
Yeah. Well, today on The Bottom Line, where we talk about topics of finance, sports, business, and life in general, we'll be talking about the NBA trade deadline, a recent incident with Cristiano Ronaldo and the referees on international break, as well as Nike, the world of LowEnd, and who else knows? You'll find out.
Let's talk about it all.
Yeah, exactly.
Just me and you, man.
Yeah, this is nice.
Let's start off by
introducing
the wine.
And the booch.
Yeah, introduce your drink.
So this time I picked up a Divine Grape Kombucha. This one's very vinegary. I'm still getting used to it. We'll see what my body's saying.
I was telling them earlier you should try to find something. You should explore what healthy options she's got out there.
Yeah, I really should. But it's been working. This diet's been working.
You enjoy the kombucha?
Yeah, for sure. Not too much, but like it's there.
It's getting there?
It's getting there. I'm getting acquainted to it.
Fair enough.
My palate's growing, you know. What you got?
We got the Castillo de Almanza Reserva from Spain.
How is it?
Not bad. It's 2016.
Not bad.
My first sip was pretty good.
The second was trash.
I mean, it's still my first glass, so I'm gonna still enjoy the rest of it and see what. I mean, we'll give a rating at the end of the episode anyway.
Of course.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Same with your
kombucha.
Fermented drinks, though, that's the
only fermented drinks here, and pineapples.
Nice.
So trade deadline. Let's talk. What's your favorite move from this trade deadline?
You're the expert, though. You're the NBA expert, so I should be asking you these questions.
All right, ask me.
You keep up with hoops a bit more than I would. You got a few fantasy teams.
One.
One.
Some years I go like 5. So
that's crazy. Yeah. One's too much for me.
One's a lot. It's a lot to keep up with.
That's a lot to keep up with.
But yeah,
trade deadline was a few days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Then I asked you earlier?
What was the best move and what was
what should have happened? What move should have happened, and what move should not have happened, in your opinion?
My opinion, the move that should not have happened was the Magic offloading. Thought they had a decent team and they decided to kind of blow it up. It was pretty shocking that they let go of Vucevic, who's a first-time All-Star, I believe. Having a great season for the Magic. And it was surprising that they let him go for a bunch of kind of role players in Chicago, which was a great move for them, the Bulls.
Yeah.
But for the Magic, I'm not a big fan of them offloading. I get it that they want to blow it up, start anew, but they had something going decent, you know. Jonathan Isaac and Fultz were both out, and I feel like they would have had a good core unit 100%. To at least get to the playoffs, right? But
I forgot about those. Those were huge. Those two injuries. That would have changed their. Obviously, that changed their whole season, right? I'm a big fan of Markelle Fultz. I think he's a great player.
Agreed.
Seeing him go down and then see Jonathan Isaac go down, that definitely, obviously, kind of influenced what happened a few days ago, right? With them kind of just deciding on trading Gordon and Vucevic.
That was a good move too.
Yeah.
Aaron Gordon to the Nuggets. I
So-
give my hats off there.
What moves should have happened?
I think Kyle Lowry should have left the Raptors. I know we probably got a lot of Raptors fans as we got a big listenership in Canada.
Yeah.
Majority of our listeners are there, so I think he should have left. I think it's time for that team to kind of move on from Kyle Lowry and explore a new lineup. They let go of Norman Powell as well.
You don't think they should just keep him, have him as that veteran on that team for those young players kind of coming up, possibly retire as a Raptor? Because they're saying he could possibly, people saying he's the greatest Raptor of all time. Everyone has their own, obviously, opinions, but he has a good argument for that.
He does.
And then wouldn't it just be great to see one of their players kind of just stay and retire?
That would
Despite
be-
their history, too, right? Because they had some players, McGrady, Carter, Kawhi
Bosh.
Leonard done it the most recent, right? Like Chris Bosh, all these players that kind of dipped out and left not as soon as they could, but when the opportunity was right, I guess. But
I think it'd be great for a franchise like Toronto to have that one-time player to stay the whole time. It'd be amazing for a franchise like that. There's a lot of history in the Raptors franchise, even though they're pretty young and got probably one of the most loyal fan bases. Everyone in Toronto is basically a Raptors fan.
But you would have still moved him, though.
I think I would have,
Yeah.
just to get some pieces to possibly get into the playoffs. Raptors aren't doing this too well this season, and I think it's time they explore different options. They got a couple young players,
They
core
do.
players in Siakam and Van Vliet. I like Boucher and Anunoby as well, but I think they need like a definite star to kind of get them going.
Yeah,
So draft picks would have been nice.
that's
something
true.
like that.
That's true.
Who knows?
Definitely a good argument.
But
It was
did you-
interesting to see how many players are moving, though. Because
LaMarcus Aldridge to the Nets, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
7-time All-Star. A lot of people are saying this is the strongest and deepest team in the NBA right now. But I would beg to differ because I'm a Lakers fan and I'm biased as fuck. So LeBron's the GOAT right now.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's. I just want to watch the playoffs because we always talk about hoops and I'm like, these teams get stacked up and ready to go for these regular season games, and we don't really know if these teams could actually, or if these teams are built to last. You know what I'm saying? We've seen a lot of great teams in sports, and this is a sports thing in general, sports, and we could, talk about hoops specifically as well. But we've seen great teams. We've seen loaded teams not win it.
Oh, yeah.
NBA, Olympics, this, that. So it's like they might be the deepest team on paper for sure, but I don't think it means much.
Yeah, chemistry definitely means something in this in the NBA, especially.
Coaching.
Is
Steve
big,
Nash is just a first year coach.
Yeah. That team's
Is
never
he
been to
built-
the playoffs together, so who knows how they mesh.
Exactly.
They only got maybe like 20 games to play together.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be tough to kind of adjust, but you got some good players there. So.
You have so many different characters in that group of guys. First year coach. So is this team built to last? We don't know.
We'll see.
But they definitely have a good shot too, though. I'll give them that. Like, I can't really name too many teams that I think could beat them 4 times
The Lakers.
in a series. Maybe, and we might be able to see that in a few months.
I'd be down for that for sure.
But in the Eastern Conference, I don't know if too many teams could
hang. Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. We'll see.
Some deep rosters.
But some crazier stuff happened in sports, and I think that's a great way to segment into.
Into Ronaldo acting like Ronaldo.
Yeah, you could say that.
Oh yeah.
But for good reason though.
Oh yeah.
I'll give him that. Like I told you, like this moment that happened is such a kind of Ronaldo moment because
I can't enjoy my
I didn't
pineapple.
say you couldn't, man.
I'm letting the juices drip. I don't want to be dripping on myself.
Just grab a napkin, yo.
Yeah, you right.
That's crazy.
This episode is sponsored by $5 fruit. Fuck yeah, baby. Thank you, Superstore.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Fucking delicious. Like,
that reminds me of House League soccer when you got that 5-minute break in between halves. Like fruit break real quick.
you have the watermelons on deck.
Granola bars after the game. That was honestly the best part.
That summer watermelon hit after a long day out as a child. Come on.
I didn't even care.
That's just yummy.
All right, so the fruit break was good. The little fruit break.
Yeah, we're back. That was an intermission.
Fair enough.
End of first half, fam. Or first quarter.
All right. All right. Whatever you say, man. But yeah, that was the Ronaldo thing is yeah, we're saying it's the most Ronaldo moment ever. Not ever, but such a Ronaldo moment though.
He's so dramatic.
Dramatic, the controversy surrounding it is crazy.
So what happened?
Basically what happened is it's like late game. It's like there's 3 minutes added on. They're 2 minute and 30 minutes into it, 2.5 minutes into it. And Ronaldo, so I'm just gonna say he gets around the goalie and shoots the ball, and the ball is traveling towards the net, crosses the line, but as it crosses the line, the defender kind of hooks it out the net. And the referee, and you watch the replays and you're like, all right, that's definitely a goal. The ball. So in soccer, the ball, the whole ball has to cross the line before it's considered out of play or in goal. So clearly that happened. You see it on the replay, but the ref disallows the goal.
And Ronaldo gets cheesed.
No. The ref gives him a yellow card.
Oh, yeah.
And he gets cheesed. Leaves the field. Like, the game's not even over yet. Like, the referee hasn't blown the whistle for game over.
That's crazy.
Storms the field, takes his captain's armband off, throws it on the ground, and he's out of there. Peace.
That's big.
Peace.
Number one, we've been talking about the refs in FIFA kind of and Prem specifically being a little dodgy lately. And this happens?
Yeah.
Crazy.
It is crazy. It
crazy,
like obviously we like yeah, it's just crazy. I honestly hate referees in general though. Like whether I don't care what sport it is, I hate referees in general. I feel like they just have way too much power to influence the game. And their backup systems or their ways of like VAR, what VAR is for soccer, what replay is for referees
and
and
football.
Yeah. For them to have that and still make some of the bad decisions that they make is crazy.
Yeah.
I will say though, this moment in this particular game, the referee didn't have any replay assistance, like any VAR or anything. But at the same time, it's like so much depends on these games for them to have so much power to mess it up. That's why I have a personal hate for refs.
Yeah. The refs are trash lately, even in the NBA. Been making some very dodgy calls, kicking out players for whatever.
Yeah.
For little nuances like that.
Yeah, I saw the one when Dwight Howard got ejected for was it? Maybe it was him and they're playing the Lakers. Who's your center?
Jones?
No, it wasn't Jones. Must have been
Mark
someone
Gasol?
else. No, it must have been someone else. But he got ejected over over two technicals, and I thought they were pretty soft, but they got to do with what they think is right, I guess. But it was just a crazy way to end the game, and when I saw that on my
I was
Instagram,
shocked when
and I was like, holy shit.
Someone's trying to sell the armband
Yeah, because
The security guard's trying to sell the armband that Ronaldo took off on
Damn.
eBay or something.
Can't knock the hustle, man.
Can't knock the hustle. Can't.
Yeah, and you're not selling it for more if it's any other player. So
Hey man, Ronaldo's also the GOAT.
he is the GOAT.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, shouts out to Ronaldo. That was great.
Word.
That was a good moment. I know he's probably mad, but that was kind of cool to see because I didn't really care if Portugal or Serbia won, lost.
That was
But that was just crazy.
Yeah.
I just couldn't believe my eyes. But
It's a shocking moment.
yeah,
It's a howler.
It's a howler.
Classic footy term.
Yeah.
All right.
So what we've been saying here at the shop though, past few weeks,
a lot of online sales. A lot of, I guess, been our first month back, and it's been nice to kind of get into that routine of waking up every day and kind of being here.
mm-hmm.
Like we always say, this place is kind of like our sanctuary, and we can kind of like just disappear from everything for a bit and work on ourselves, this business here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was nice to have that full month back. Shouts out to everyone in Windsor, Ontario who's come through. Appreciate you guys for real over here, and it's been nice. It's been nice to be back for real. 1 month.
Word.
Time's flying.
Yeah. What's
Time's
been different since the last time we've been open?
The whole store,
Yeah.
definitely. Whole store. We switched this thing up, and it's just been beautiful to be back at work, man. I think we've slowly become more confident in ourselves here, knowing our roles and stuff.
Okay.
Is it good to kind of rewire ourselves and recharge
Yeah.
during that quarantine period, you know?
Yeah.
I know we've talked about that, so.
And how about like new growing pains or struggles at just as a business or projects that we're trying to stuff that we're trying to work on? That, what do you think? Any growing pains, struggles?
Always.
What's been one since we've reopened though? That's
Growing
been more
pains?
that's been more constant for you.
For me,
Yeah.
it's probably like just trying to really curate the content well
Okay.
as well. Like that's a big part of what we do here.
Yeah.
Making sure that we put out quality stuff that speaks towards our brand, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So that's been we're trying to find our mojo / niche in that aspect of like TikTok, IG Reels, Twitter, stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, just trying to get used to that. How about you, bro?
For me,
What's a big challenge for you? You know,
one of my always challenging ones is time management. That's
we
always
talked about
something that I'm always, and we talked about it a few episodes ago too.
mm-hmm.
Always one of those things that you got to kind of keep in check, keep it consistent, just so that you can kind of get in a good rhythm. So that's always something that's important for me, and I struggled with it, kind of on and off at certain periods throughout this first 3 months now, the first 3 full months of the year now. So it's crazy. Time's been going by fast. That and just getting more organized.
You definitely heard that, yeah. Oh, my bad. My bad.
Jeez, yo.
The boocher's talking.
Jeez. But yeah, time. Are you? I was just gotta make. Are you good? You good?
I'm great.
All right, let's do this. But yeah, time management, and getting more organized. And that's always kind of something that I kind of got to work on, and I'm realizing more with some stuff that's kind of been going on.
Yeah.
How organized you kind of gotta be. Kind of gotta. No,
You really gotta.
You really gotta be.
That's something like we're trying to figure out here as well.
Trying to get
Even
better. So That's always like a constant struggle because you can always, at the same time, you can always get better, right? That's one of those things they kind of tell you in life. You can always get better at whatever you do, so strive to get better.
That's a good way to put it, man.
Thanks,
amazing.
man.
That was amazing. That was deep. Raz would be proud of that.
Oh, I'm in this.
You're
I'm in this anointed seat right now, so I think I'm getting the powers of
pastor. Getting his light.
I don't know what he's sending me right now. Maybe some
NFTs.
Bitcoin.
Raz is definitely sending you some.
Thanks, Raz.
Raz is definitely sending you some Ethereum. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that's always like we're always kind of in that zone. So
yeah,
but it feels good to be back open.
Amazing. There's always so much to work on here. Like we've always.
What's been a pleasant surprise? And let's flip the.
It's been a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, since we've been back open, because you mentioned online sales at the start. Is that maybe what you would say? Like, and what do you mean by that online sales? Because that honestly means a lot, at least the way I.
Obviously, as a business, you need to be making money. So, the fact that there's a lot of people kind of entering our site every day.
Mm-hmm.
I think this month was our highest in online sales ever since back opening up. So it's good to see it, you know.
Okay.
It's amazing.
Yeah. That's a pleasant surprise.
Yeah. As well as how many new faces are coming in as well.
Okay.
Like we were kind of doing a lot of behind the scenes work during shutdown. We weren't really like as active as we were. I think the first shutdown prior on social media, personally, I don't think we were. Didn't really have too much going besides like posting items here and there, little content clips here and there. But it's good to see that a lot of people took recognition into some of our past work and kind of pulled up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What's some of that old work that
articles, any piece of content, like some of the stuff Mr. Joe Steiner worked on for us. Oh, look at him. Okay. Don't be making the. I don't like when you do this one. When Joe does this one, and he's 6'4", I'm not down for that.
Hey, man.
Yeah, he can do what he wants, though. That's why. Exactly. Because like if you're pulling up to me like this, and I'm looking up at you, I'm like, oh, dog. Sure, yeah. I'm not doing that though. I'll allow Jed to do that one. Happy birthday, Jed, by the way.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, shout out to Jed one time.
Yeah, quick shout out to Jed. Cheers, dog.
Cheers, Jed. Cheers, Jed.
Yeah, think it's time for a break. I'm not a big Frank's guy. I'm a Sriracha man. Obviously. Come on.
Sriracha's great. It's a Freddy's thing for sure.
That's okay.
Tabasco?
That's okay. Tabasco's
Also
good.
better than
Really? It's maybe the Asian blood in me that's calling me to the Sriracha.
Yeah.
Year of the Rooster, dog, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the bottom line. And these glasses of fermented drink are brought to you by LowEnd Co., where you can get premium vintage, the latest in streetwear and sneakers, over here, where we're recording, at 365 Palisha Street. Follow LowEnd Co. at LowEndCo_ on Instagram. And check out their website at lowendco.ca. Thanks, LowEnd. And $5 fruit. Ian's going at these.
$5 fruit.
Yeah.
That's funny. Fermented drink is hilarious to me, though.
I know. You're not going to get over that?
Nah.
That's okay.
Nah, not when I'm drinking wine. Not
when you're feeling it?
No, when I'm drinking wine and you're drinking
fermented
bucha.
I'm never drinking this again. We just had an incident Just spilled everywhere, man. Like if you were,
Kombucha everywhere.
it's a kombucha bomb down there. I'm not showing nobody. I'm so sorry.
Kombucha bomb. That's gross.
Relax.
You relax, man.
I am relaxed now. Earlier I was not.
That's hilarious.
Anyways,
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I just think it's funny. Fermented
That's okay.
drinks hilarious.
but they are, like there's no other way to call them, really.
I guess. I guess.
What else would you classify wine and kombucha together as?
I wouldn't classify them. I don't know.
Drinks.
Drinks.
Oh shit! Don't kill me, Joe. Oh man, this guy said to classify them as drinks. He's very right there. Oh shit!
Yeah, the beverage market. Yeah, they
Bev?
definitely compete.
Bevies.
Definitely compete in the beverage market. 100%.
I'm rating this like a 2 out of 10.
So the bottom line is getting close to red for the kombucha. Is what you're saying? They're in the lows.
They're in the lows. The credit score on those is terrible. They're not getting no loans.
Yeah, they're not sponsoring nothing
A
now.
50s credit score on these. No, definitely not. No. Yeah, exactly. So what are we getting into now?
I don't know. We could talk about anything.
Want
to
to talk
be
about some
honest.
more low end?
Yeah, definitely could.
You good over there?
Yeah, just give me a second.
You good over there? This is the first time I'm not the one burping, so I'm soaking this in. You good over there?
Yeah, I'm good.
That's good.
Good. What do we?
Some more low end, fam.
Alright.
What else is new?
What else? What would you say we have coming up in the works, or actually, I think that's a better question than that.
We got a giveaway coming up, actually. So
Yeah.
that's gonna be huge. Our first one in a long time. That was something I think we were known for doing on social media a lot. When we first started Instagram, was a lot of giveaways. We were doing them every 6 months at least, and sometimes it'd be more. Especially when we first started out, it was like a good way for us to kind of gain a following.
Yeah.
It's easy work. Like you just give something away for free. Obviously, people want it. They're gonna tag their friends. And
What period was it most frequent?
before we opened store, I would
Yeah.
say so. Yeah,
How many followers was that on Instagram?
I think we had almost like 2,000-3,000 around there at
Okay.
one point before we opened up shop.
Okay.
Yeah, looking back, like, damn.
Yeah, like that's interesting that you reflect back on how you guys kind of, I shouldn't say you guys, but we
Us,
use social media back then compared to how we use it now. And what our strategies or overall game plan is for that, compared to now, and what our goals are for social media and marketing. And you compare them to before, and then you compare the tactics and like the strategies to get towards those things. It's like,
It's crazy
it's pretty crazy, right?
because we were so chaotic. It was like chaotic before, where we didn't really have any roles or anything, any stats we were looking at even.
Yeah.
Like, remember those times? So
Yeah. For real.
now we're kind of taking a more calculated approach to everything that we do here, and it's paying off for sure.
Yeah.
For sure, people can see it.
What was the best thing about the giveaways though? Like, what made them like your go-to move? At the time, it was you and Jed, so that's why I'm saying, why was that your go-to move?
Well, it was a easy way for us to gain, I guess, excuse me. Oh man,
I'm so sorry. On behalf of the bottom line, I'm so sorry.
Raz would not be proud. Nah, he'd be chilling. He'd be chilling. I'm telling you, I'm off in this drink. Like, it's making me go crazy right now. My
enough,
shit right
man.
now because of this.
Fair enough.
Why the giveaways are the go-to tactic?
Yeah.
Well, it was the easiest way for us to kind of gain eyes on our page.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you tag 3 friends and post it on your story, or even just tagging 3 friends and following us,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to be seeing all our other content, which at the time was only really like clothes
Yeah.
and other giveaways of some sort, or like, we just picked up some new items, something like that, like some simple stuff, and people would kind of get acquainted to what we did,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just easy like that. We're one of the only pages, like handful of pages, that were kind of reselling vintage clothing in Windsor. So that was we did it at a good time, you know. So, and it was again an easy way to kind of gain a following, because that's what we that was like our biggest thing then. It was like a side hustle, right?
Yeah.
Make an extra couple dollars so I can fucking eat, pay bills, whatever, you know, as a young adult.
Yeah, I mean, like, eat out. Like, 'cause you could eat.
Oh, of course.
You were going to eat, but...
Of course. Okay, Chad. Okay.
You were going to eat, but...
I'm going to eat regardless, yeah. But
Shouts out to moms and dads.
Straight
We're
up.
going to eat, but they're just like the extra...
Sometimes you just want an extra wang.
Yeah,
Like,
you want that wang.
wangs,
Yeah,
weird.
loose goose.
like Giglios,
Oh,
Gilios. Oh, I know the university mans know about that one.
yeah.
Yo.
Definitely needed some extra dollars for that.
Oh, yeah. Happy 54th anniversary to... No? Fuck no. All right. Sounds good, buddy.
I love your sandwiches, though.
Oh, yeah,
Thanks for the
true.
sandwiches.
Joe said not to, so...
So, yeah.
Love how we get sidetracked.
Hmm.
Love it. It's amazing. Yeah, straight up. Continue. So,
So what how did those early like tactics that you use on social media teach you about how people consume Instagram and social media and stuff like that? Like how when you reflect back,
Mhm.
like what did you
learn from that experience.
what did you see
I saw that
from like the other end? Because like
yeah,
it's always different when you're on the other end.
that's
like
true.
sometimes, you know, like you're always on the up, like
Mhm.
just as a person, you're always on that in a situation where you're on the other end of things.
Mhm.
Like,
Well, if you're providing something that's wanted by people and you're giving it away for free, they're gonna respond quickly. That's probably like the biggest thing.
mm-hmm.
I learned from that if we're giving away like a Supreme tee, let's say Supreme, it's got a name behind it. A lot of
Mhm.
kids love wearing it. Why not just tag 2 friends and enter? It's something so easy, right? That any human can kind of do real quick with press of like 2-3 buttons, and you're entered into a free giveaway.
Yeah.
So why not, right? And we've kind of switched up our tactics with how LowEnd works now.
So what do you think made you guys kind of slow down with those? You guys started off like doing them
Mhm.
more frequently, and now we've kind of slowed down with them.
Yeah.
Um,
I think it's just like we offer a lot of good items in store, and you can buy them as well. But we're really trying to find those ones that'll hit harder than the one previous. And we've done some crazy ones. We've done like a Supreme box logo that kept us busy for a good 2-3 weeks.
mhm.
Around like 1,400 entries, something like that, right? So we're trying to up that again. So every time we were just trying to really get a better product as a giveaway.
Mhm.
Eventually that'll like almost like plateau,
Yeah.
right? But
Yeah, because you can't go on for
Yeah.
like forever
Yeah.
type of thing.
it comes down to the people wanting Yeah.
A Birkin bag would be
People wanting some, like our consumers wanting more, want to see better, right? That's just how it
Mhm.
is.
So like so if you were to put categorize this as like a short term versus long term, um, Instagram,
Mhm.
social media growth or
At the time,
marketing tactic, like where would you
I would
place that?
say,
Is it a short term or is it a long term
I would
thing?
say it's more of a short term thing to gain if you're doing a giveaway to gain followers, like
Mm-hmm.
that'd be classified as
Yeah, like followers, clicks.
that'd be classified as
Um,
like short term for me technically.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't know how many people are gonna be returning customers from that.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what at least we want to kind of improve on and focus on. Having those good relationships and good clients that know our brand well,
Mm-hmm.
and that's up to us to kind of express.
Yeah.
So having like the content attached to a giveaway, or having already like a long rapport like we have on top of a giveaway is gonna have those like returning clients. Like you can't just do a giveaway and expect people to kind of stick around.
You gotta
You know what I'm
have
saying?
someone.
You gotta have
under
some
it
substance.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah. That's some good advice.
word.
And substance is
It's huge.
huge, and is it subjective, or it's substance could be anything, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Substance could be anything, and it's like I think that's where like when you decide to provide more substance, it's like, all right, what type of substance do you want to
Mm-hmm.
provide? Like, what do you think you're capable of? Like, what type of value
Do you bring to your
can you?
customers?
Yeah, exactly. And that's always an important
Topic. Yeah.
always an important topic when it comes to business. At least it's like you're not gonna sell anything if you don't provide a value to someone. So
Yeah.
it could be clothing, it could be stocks, could be even trades, NBA trades.
Mhm.
Like you need to be giving something of value to receive something else. So it's
It's a nice game to play.
yeah,
Business.
for real. It is.
Yeah.
I agree 100% with that.
Yeah.
It's it's a mix of everything.
Yeah, for real. What's
Except for the physical part, obviously. Like I'm not.
yeah. You're not
No,
pushing weight.
Yeah, I don't need to be LeBron James or Ronaldo in the physical aspect.
Physical aspect.
Yeah, like
Right. But you can be a beast in your own
Yeah,
field.
100%.
For sure. The go in your own
100%.
field.
Yeah.
What's something it's like a big thing you learned yourself since attaching yourself onto LowEnd? Like what's something that shocked you being in this whole experience, bro? Because
Honestly, it was always the first thing that always hit me was the community, because I never thought that people were so interested in Jordans and Yeezys and Supreme and this that in Windsor. Like I knew Jordans were a thing, but I didn't know there were a lot of people that wanted Jordans in Windsor. Like I knew Supreme and Yeezys were cool things, but I just never saw them in person. Never saw people buying it, trading it in person. So the community was the biggest thing for me when I joined, was seeing how many people just in this city that were interested in this stuff. And then obviously that pushes further than that, because we've been to Toronto, we've been to Detroit together as a team where sorry, the fermented drinks are going crazy.
The fermented
today.
drinks are going crazy. Mixed with the fruit.
Yeah,
All that
it's
acid.
it's
Just
definitely the fruit.
bubbling. Just bubbling.
No, but like we've been to Detroit, we've been to Waterloo, we've been to all these
This guy hates me.
we've been to these different places.
Oh shit. Continue.
He was making a great point.
He
We
was.
were going to these different cities, like experiencing them, and then we kind of figured out that, oh shit, this community is huge.
It's
And then
everywhere.
online, it's like you connect to anyone. So
Yeah.
I didn't know how big it was, to be honest. And then obviously that changes every day, right? Because I think, I've been exposed to a lot of like stuff I never thought I'd be exposed to just through this time in my life, if you want to call it that. community, network, like meeting people. And then on top of that, just like the skills you kind of pick up, learn. I've learned from you guys, Hector, you, Jed, Sean, and other people too outside the business too. That's always a big thing. We talked about it earlier with mentors and stuff like that. And yeah.
No, that's huge.
It's been wild, yeah.
For real. It's been personally it's been like 5-6 years I've been doing this. It's pretty wild to see where everything's at right now and how much more there is to do. We're always saying that there's so much work to be done. Like sometimes it's like where do we even start, but we just kind of tack on what we need to tackle. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it too, because I don't know about you, but I just love waking up in the morning and knowing that the first thing I get to wake up and focus on is this, and sometimes the last thing I get to think about and focus on is this. Like, it sounds crazy, but at the same time, it's like just feels good to do what you you definitely do enjoy doing. So and that time being if I could just have a full day where I could just work on stuff here, tackle whatever project I want to work on, do this, do that. Like, we have the freedom to be like creative in that aspect and choose what we want to do. Obviously within some general boundaries.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's the coolest part. Just waking up.
Yeah.
If you want to work on this, do it. But
it's part of being an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
It's kind of like an open field.
But once you start, it's
really
like you definitely want to try to push it to, the furthest it can go. Mm-hmm. And some ideas and projects don't
tackle on.
Yeah, they don't live like the 2 hours after that you even thought about it, because you're like, all right, no, that can't work.
Yeah.
Or 3 days after when you've talked it over with you or Jed, and they're like, oh, maybe not, because this, that, and you're like, oh shit, maybe I gotta think about it some more, or figure out another way type thing.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's been dope seeing us grow as a team. I think the energy between us and just working here is so much better, especially after that, getting that reset.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of, again, cemented our roles, knew what we were going to be doing post quarantine, and it's been good to kind of tackle on what we need to do.
Yeah.
Personally.
You know what's funny is that like, in that aspect, I feel like we do definitely take for granted that we are friends outside the shop, just because once we do spend our time with each other here, we kind of just, peace.
Yeah.
But the quarantine period, it was like at any time of day, one of us was in here doing their thing. Like, I don't know if we talked about it on the podcast, but turned this place into like a mini gym. You know what I'm saying? With some weights, worked out together, did team workouts, all that type of stuff. And you don't realize how important those like corny team exercises that they do at like your old jobs or whatever. Even just like team dinners and stuff like that. Like, stuff like that's is important. Like the team morale, team boosting.
It's important in a workplace.
Yeah, 100%. And I feel like just because we're friends, we don't look at it that way. It's just like, oh, obviously, yeah, I get to come into work tomorrow and see my friend or work with my friend, but again, it's work still, and it's not leisure time, or it's not like we're playing video games or something like that.
We used to be, though.
But yeah, that's 100%. We used to be like, we traded the video games for the work, but we have to find a way to compensate for the video games, though. Like,
that's true.
Like,
I mean, after we go, after work, we go
play around the FIFA or something like that.
Yeah.
We gotta do that more often for sure.
Exactly. We do need more of those team gatherings. We had one recently for Jed's birthday, and that was nice. That was nice.
Exactly.
Not everyone was present at the same time, but still, it was good to see everybody.
You just need enough guys.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And
then shit's popping.
Yeah, you have it often enough, then everyone comes.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? No excuse to miss the third one or the second one or the whatever it is.
True.
If you're having them every week, every 2 weeks.
True.
Sorry, Misha, it's on
It's on
No.
it's on the business expenses.
No.
It'll be on our tax sheet.
But yeah, I think that's something I learned post, because I asked you earlier what did you learn post like the store opening up
Yeah.
again. That's definitely for me one of the things I've learned.
Time
like,
management.
the time management. So like I said, I feel like it's always been
Mhm.
something I think I've been aware of, but I'm kind of just continuously learning about it. Whereas how important like team morale and team stuff, like team bonding exercises,
Mhm.
whatever the fancy term for it is, how important that is to a workplace, and how, yes, it is different if you work with your friends, but it's still needed,
Yeah.
you know.
I think everyone at work needs somebody.
Because I feel
That's
like
like,
when it was at our old
oh,
jobs and it was people we weren't really cool with, sometimes it was kind of corny. But with your
so
friends,
corny.
we don't even like, yeah. But your friends is different. You
Pull
could,
the yeah. One of those. The fake laughs.
that's crazy.
You're hilarious, Courtney. Fuck.
That's crazy.
know.
No, but I think basically,
No,
It's
team bonding has been a big thing for us.
yeah,
lately.
team dynamics, like you were saying earlier.
You've seen it. You've seen it. And we've talked about it prior on this pod as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm. So let's get into Nike and the
Oh yeah,
is it the Uyghur Muslims in China.
let me tell you the story. I might have been.
Okay. Let me know. I'm not too.
Let's get the.
Let's fact check
Yeah. So basically,
the CCP.
you could say the CCP, but it wasn't just the CCP involved. It was the CCP, a bunch of other American companies and Western companies like H&M, Nike,
Mhm.
Burberry, that, and it was obviously the Chinese population as well that decided to boycott these brands last week because of some of the companies made some comments about about forced labor in a certain region in China. Let me pull up the name real quick. But these companies were basically speaking against forced labor in this area, whereas again, I'm not too familiar with the politics over there, but they made some comments about the forced labor in a certain area of China, and then a bunch of people started
Boycotting those.
the
companies.
news kind of broke through social media.
Mhm.
And once the people in China kind of saw the news that these companies were speaking against it, they decided to boycott H&M, Nike. H&M stores closed in China for a few days.
Wow.
Ads were taken down. They were taking down big e-commerce websites,
Mhm.
H&M. Sponsors, celebrity sponsors, cutting deals with
Wow. In China.
yeah, cutting deals with Nike and some of these other brands. But they're saying it's kind of getting relaxed as of now, like it's kind of cooling off.
What does that really mean though? Because if a lot of sponsors and a lot of money has already exited, like
I
mean
think
it's
it
flowing
remains
all
to be
back,
seen how much
or what?
money actually, like how many of these, whether these were all speculations or actual facts or this that, we'll probably know in the near future. But like I said, because at the start of the week they took them down the website, but they've put Nike and some of these other brands back onto these big e-commerce stores. So I guess it's one of those things that you kind of see what happens in the future. But I mean, the Nike stock dropped obviously on Monday when I think the news broke.
Yeah.
So I mean, stuff like that always impacts companies, stock markets, especially anything relating to China, because they are such a huge economy with a lot of consumers and obviously a good amount of suppliers. So it's like whenever there's big news surrounding China and American companies,
Yep.
people kind of put their eye on it and see what's going on. So that was kind of interesting. An interesting news piece that I saw this week. We'll see what happens. I'll keep my eye on it.
Definitely.
See what
Got to read more into that myself. So
let's see what happens. Yeah, because I mean, you just it's like in business. I feel like you can't just do business the same way that we do business here in Windsor. We can't do it in Paris or in China or in Australia. It's like I feel like it's one of those things where everyone has different business practices around the world, and I don't know. There probably isn't. There really isn't no right or wrong answer. I don't.
On this matter, I'd like to know.
I'd have to see, but there's corporate statements released months ago expressing the business's concerns over Chen Chang's forced labor risk, and saying they did not source cotton from Xinjiang, were dug up and translated into Chinese, feigning calls for a nationwide boycott. So it's the cotton that they're buying. So
they're fighting over the cotton.
It's the cotton that they're buying from this area that induces forced labor that's causing this problem, because these companies aren't really down to be sourcing their product from there, because they have these American companies and businesses, and H&M's a Swedish company, I think. But anyways, they're not down for that, obviously. So they made some statements. It got out to the public in China. They were unhappy about it.
I know we talked about this in a prior episode about the trends in fashion in 2021, that a lot of people are going to be starting to be more aware of injustice in the fashion industry. I think it's going on a lot. A lot of companies are catching flack for either copyright, forced labor like this, or any type of I would say like discrimination against race or people in their brands.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. We've been seeing it a lot in the end of 2020, and now Nike's catching flack for something that.
But they're against the forced labor. But it's the people of China that, and the Chinese government as well, that are against those statements that they.
Oh, I see.
That these companies are saying that we're using forced labor, in this
to source a product,
to produce cotton. So, again, I think it's just some back and forth stuff that we might see die down. We might see escalate. You kind of never know. But
Jack Ma might pop up, say what up,
and a Nike Tech fleece,
and some white forces. He's definitely a Phasos type guy.
Phasos.
That's what they call the white forces.
Word?
I swear to God, I seen it somewhere.
Damn, I
Somebody.
Fair
Now
enough.
you know, man. The bottom line.
Where we are here to
educate the folk, them.
learn, grow, and connect
With the folk, them.
with the people. So we like to. Any closing remarks actually before we definitely got to rate the juices, the fermented drinks.
It's a 50 credit score, so it'd be like a 2 out of 10.
The Castillo, the Almanzo was honestly, it was all right. I would give it.
My body's getting used to it though.
Probably give it like a 6 out of 10.
6?
Yeah, I'd give it a 6.
Really?
Yeah.
From Spain?
Yeah.
How about you?
Not my favorite.
I'd say 7.
Yeah.
Joe would say a 7.
7.25.
Respect. 7.2.
Okay.
Getting technical with it. Okay, I see you. 7.25. All right, see you. I see you, fam.
7.2. Fair enough. That's a good grade.
Any other closing remarks? Thank you. Thank you for 1 month at the store from over here at LowEnd, for real.
Yep.
To any of the listeners that have pulled up. And if you haven't, fucking do it, G.
You know where to find us.
365 Palisher Street. So,
With that, I'd like to thank everyone for listening to this newest episode of the Bottom Line Podcast. I want to thank you guys for enjoying this drink with me. Hector enjoyed his drink.
Yeah.
And if you don't follow us already on Instagram, follow us at the Bottom Line Podcast. Or Bottom Line Podcast.
The Bottom Line Pod, I think.
Yeah.
Bottom Line Pods on
Yeah.
Instagram. But you can find us on YouTube at the Bottom Line Podcast, and as well on Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, wherever
Yeah.
you listen to your podcast. You can find us there. With that being said, thank you, and we hope you have a great week.
Cheers.
Cheers.
You heard me.